Episode 5060. Continuation of NASA and Denmark collaboration on air pollution scenario study. The researchers used the GISSE 2.1G model to carry out fully coupled atmospheric-ocean climate simulations for the years 2015 to 2050 using 3 different emission scenarios from the Coupled Model Intercomparison Project Phase 6, CMIP6. Next, surface concentrations from GISSE 2.1G and population data served as inputs to EVAV 6.0 for calculating exposure to air pollution and then mortality rates. The simulations ran on high-performance computing servers in AU's Department of Environmental Science. Impact: mitigation of human-made air pollutant emissions can, to a large extent, improve the future mortality burden due to air pollution exposure. But future air quality and public health regulations also should take population dynamics into account. The simulations focused on estimating future changes in global and regional mortality from exposure to surface particulate matter, PM2.5, and ozone, O3, pollutants under emission scenarios spanning from high to low mitigation, and the role of population and age distribution changes in premature deaths. Top, world map showing the global distribution of annual mean surface particulate matter, PM2.5, concentration ratios for the year 2015 in the medium mitigation emission scenario SSP2-4.5. Bottom, graphs showing regional and global changes of PM2.5 surface levels in the future emission projections SSP1-2.6, high mitigation, SSP2-4.5, and SSP3-7.0, low mitigation. The regions are NAM, North America, Europe, SAS, Southeast Asia, EAS, East Asia, AUST, Australia, NAF, North Africa, SAF, South Africa, SAM, South America, Russia, and Arctic. Figure from IM et al., 2023. The graphs show present day, 2015, and future, 2030 and 2050, global PM2.5 and O3 related premature mortalities across 3 different emission scenarios, SSP1-2.6, SSP2-4.5, and SSP3-7.0, under fixed 2015, impact of emission changes only, and changing population, impact of both emission and population changes. Figure from IM et al., 2023. The simulation results show that surface PM2.5 and O3 pollutants lead to more than 7 million premature deaths globally, with 2/3 originating in Asia. Emissions mitigation can yield up to 70% improvement by 2050 compared to today. However, in some hotspot regions an increasing and aging population can hamper this improvement, leading to an overall increase in mortality even under the most ambitious emission mitigation scenarios. A doctor treats a young boy suffering from asthma. Air pollution can make asthma symptoms worse or trigger asthma attacks. Other diseases associated with air pollution include cardiovascular diseases such as stroke and ischemic heart disease, and respiratory diseases such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and lower respiratory infection. Photo by Drajan, stock.adobe.com. The findings suggest that an increasing and aging population can hamper the efforts to decrease human-made emissions, IM said. Therefore, air quality and public health regulations should take this factor into account. In follow-up, IM noted that the collaboration between AU and GISS continues along several fronts. These include sometimes running simulations simultaneously on AU and NCCS supercomputers to double the computational resources and speed up the generation of output. The graph shows the difference in total, PM2.5 plus O3, premature deaths from the future, 2050, compared to the present, 2015, due to changes in emissions only, green, and changes in both emissions and population, red, for Asia, top panel, and Europe, lower panel, estimated using linear, left panel, and nonlinear, right panel, methods. Figure from IM et al., 2023. California, Bakersfield. ROSEP view, Wood stove change-out for replacement by electric heat pumps in Bakersfield, California. Valley Air District gives up to $5,000 for residents upgrading to a heat pump system, KBAK. Back. The district's fireplace and wood stove change-out program provides incentives for residents to lower emissions from their wood-burning stove or. Excerpt edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity. Bakersfield, California, KBAK/Fox 58, the Valley Air District is giving residents the opportunity to get a $5,000 heat pump system that has both a cooling and heating system. The district's fireplace and wood stove change-out program provides incentives for residents to lower emissions from their wood-burning stoves or fireplaces. Residents willing to disable their fireplace and install an electric heat pump can qualify for the program. The Outreach and Communications Manager for the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District said that this system is much more useful compared to others. It's far more efficient to cool or heat your home, even less than the electricity or the current draw that it would need to power the system you have now. And it doesn't produce pollution. You are no longer putting wood in a fireplace and combusting that wood to put particles up into the atmosphere that then your neighbors and everyone else breathes in. This instead uses electricity to heat your home. Installing heat pumps instead of a fossil fuel-based system significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions. Heat pumps are energy efficient and an environmentally friendly alternative when linked with cleaner electricity sources, such as solar. Pollution gets eliminated. There are two kinds of systems. The big unit can serve the entire room, and the small unit focuses on serving just one. There's the ductless kind that are smaller and a little bit independent, and for people who maybe had an air conditioner in their window, this frees up their window and gets put up in the corner of their room. To become eligible for the program and to apply, click here. Minnesota, Rochester, Mayo Clinic. Rozep View, Purple Air monitors are being used in Rochester, Minnesota, to monitor PM 2.5 pollution. The City of Rochester and Mayo Clinic are working to get a clear picture of air pollution. Excerpts edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity. April 8, 2023. Rochester, we're not all breathing the same air, as shown by nearly 3 years of air quality data collected in Rochester shows public health officials and healthcare researchers. In 2020, volunteers and city staff installed 13 air sensors at various spots in Rochester. The project was the first phase of an ongoing air quality assessment project that's a collaboration between the City of Rochester, Destination Medical Center, Zumbro Valley Health Center, Olmsted County Public Health, the North Star chapter of the Sierra Club and Mayo Clinic's Precision Population Science Lab. One thing we want to explore, especially people with chronic respiratory illness, is what kind of air are they breathing, said a researcher at Mayo Clinic's Precision Population Science Lab. Before the project, Rochester had a single air quality sensor that sat atop Ben Franklin Elementary School. The Mayo Precision Population Science Lab collected about an hour of data from the sensors twice a day. The first phase explores whether the one sensor at Ben Franklin really represents air quality in Rochester. We can see now that air quality varies throughout the city. The sensors and air quality samples taken by volunteers from We Bike Rochester show fine particulate matter, called PM 2.5, varies by time of day and location in the city. PM 2.5 is produced by the combustion of wood. Phase 2 of the project will begin later this month. The sensors will be calibrated. A report released in 2022 estimated pollution was a contributing cause of death for up to 74 people in Rochester in 2015. Statewide, air pollution was estimated to contribute to up to 500 deaths per year. The figures were based on air quality and health data released in a statewide life and breath report prepared by the Minnesota Department of Health and Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. Some of the air quality monitors are part of a network that can be viewed live online at www.purpleair.com. Data might be unavailable for part of April and May while researchers